In the late Cretaceous, around 68 million years ago, an apex predator roamed the floodplains and forests of what is now western North America. This was Tyrannosaurus rex, a creature built not only for power, but for dominance in every corner of its environment. Its world was hot, humid, and vibrant, filled with towering conifer forests, fern-covered clearings, and winding rivers that cut through the landscape. Herds of herbivorous dinosaurs migrated through these regions, and the T-Rex followed, shaping the ecosystem through its presence alone. At up to 40 feet long, the T-Rex carried itself with a slow, heavy confidence, its massive tail acting as a counterweight as it moved across the terrain. Despite its size, it walked with surprising efficiency, each step deliberate, controlled, and quiet enough to approach prey undetected. Its senses were extraordinary. The T-Rex had forward-facing eyes that granted sharp depth perception, and its vision might have been clearer than that of modern eagles. Its sense of smell, powered by enormous olfactory bulbs, allowed it to track wounded animals from miles away. Whether stalking, scavenging, or asserting dominance over its territory, T-Rex acted with precise awareness of its environment. Hunting for a T-Rex was rarely about sprinting. Instead, it relied on ambush and overwhelming force. It would wait at forest edges or along riverbanks where herds of Triceratops or Edmontosaurus gathered. When the moment came, the T-Rex lunged forward in a burst of speed, powerful legs thundering across the ground. Its jaws, capable of exerting more force than any land animal in Earth's history, clamped onto bone and muscle, crushing them as easily as brittle wood. Teeth shaped like brutal serrated railroad spikes tore through flesh, and once the T-Rex secured its grip, the hunt was over. But the T-Rex was more than a hunter. It was a creature with a life shaped by growth, survival, and constant challenges. Young tyrannosaurs were fast, lightweight, and agile, filling a niche different from their parents. They learned the landscape, developed their senses, and navigated a world with threats of their own: larger predators, territorial adults, and starvation. As they grew, their bodies transformed, their skulls thickened, their bite strength increased, and they slowly took on the role of apex predator. Their lives were long, and their dominance was hard-earned. A full-grown adult spent much of its time patrolling territory, scavenging carcasses left by other animals, or resting in open clearings while staying alert for potential threats. It did not rush unless necessary. The energy cost of such a massive body was too high for wasteful movement. The T-Rex's behavior was shaped by efficiency and purpose. As storms rolled across the Cretaceous plains, the T-Rex endured the elements, wind whipping through its feathers, rain drumming against its scaled hide. It stood unmoved, the king of its world. At night, its silhouette towered beneath moonlit clouds as it listened to distant herds shifting nervously in the darkness. In its final moments, whether from age, injury, or conflict, the T-Rex's reign ended where it lived, in the thick vegetation and warm winds of the ancient Earth. But its legacy continued, preserved not just in fossils, but in the very shape of prehistoric life. T-Rex was more than a predator. It was a force of nature, a keystone of its ecosystem, and one of the most extraordinary animals to walk the planet.